And let me just begin by saying I actually read the budget. And it will come as no surprise to anybody here that I've come to a different conclusion about this budget than the chair of this committee. The sheer magnitude of the cuts that are proposed in this budget are going to hurt regular people and a lot of the people that I represent. So today we're here to discuss the Republican budget, a budget, in my opinion, that is a betrayal of the middle class. There is nothing America first about this budget. This is about gutting programs that help everyday people so that Republicans can give more handouts to billionaires and special interests. I mean, I keep hearing Republicans run these ads about how their budget is going to put money in regular people's pockets. Talk about misleading. You conveniently forgot to mention that billions and billions this budget gives away to the ultra-rich. And you forgot to mention that you're stealing from regular people to do it. People will see their costs go up. In other words, everyday people, teachers, nurses, firefighters, police officers, farmers, plumbers, laborers are going to get screwed. And I've seen this before. I saw it in 2017, the last time Trump was in the White House. Republicans love rigging the economy for the ultra-wealthy. And today, here they are, keeping the gravy train rolling for billionaires, making it possible for them to pay a lower effective tax rate than the working people of this country. And by the way, you know who else loves this budget? The price-gouging corporations that have been squeezing families at the grocery store, at the gas pump, and on their rent checks. A lot of them pay nothing in taxes. They pay nothing. In fact, nearly 50 companies in the S&P 500 reported paying no income tax expenses in 2023. And you wouldn't dare do anything about that. And then Republicans have the nerve to lecture us about fiscal responsibility. They claim they care about the deficit, but they can't help themselves because this budget blows a massive hole in the deficit. You have $2.7 trillion, that's trillion with a T, in tax giveaways for the ultra-rich contained in this budget. And in the same breath, they're slashing programs that help everyday people. Oh, they're coming after Medicaid, and they're coming after Social Security, and they're coming after Medicare, and they're coming after SNAP, a program that ensures that kids and seniors do not go hungry. I mean, how cruel is that, to take away food from hungry people? And they don't care. They're coming after every single thing that matters to people who work hard and keep this country going. In short, this bill is not about helping regular people. It's about helping the billionaires and price gougers who funded Republican campaigns. Wages for working people have been stagnant for decades. Everything from gas to groceries keeps getting more expensive. Eggs are like $10 a dozen in some places, and we haven't seen a damn thing to bring down costs. It's all handouts to their donors while everyday people fight to just stay above water. This budget does not invest in working families, it robs them. It doesn't strengthen our economy, it weakens it by making it harder for regular people to get ahead. Plain and simple, Republicans are betraying the middle class. Democrats have a very different vision, one that puts regular people in front of billionaires. We care about working people who can't afford rent. We care about the people who get their hands dirty on the job and are pissed off that billionaires are able to pay lower effective taxes than they do. And we care about the nurses and the teachers and the police officers and the firefighters and the waiters and waitresses and cashiers who deserve better than this Republican budget that screws them over. It is insulting. It is insulting. Democrats want tax relief for workers, not the ultra-rich. Democrats believe in protecting Social Security and Medicare, not gutting them to pay for corporate tax handouts. And Democrats support Medicaid and SNAP because we know these programs are essential for keeping millions of Americans who live on the brink from falling off the cliff. And we all know trickle-down economics doesn't work. After the last round of Trump tax cuts that gave companies billions in tax breaks, those companies didn't spend that money on their workers or building new infrastructure. They spent it on stock buybacks to enrich their wealthy shareholders. For example, T-Mobile almost paid nothing in federal income taxes in 2023, but spent $13 billion on stock buybacks, which is why we should grow our economy from the bottom up and not the top down. This Republican budget is about choices, and they're choosing billionaires over teachers and nurses, for God's sakes. They're choosing corporate greed over struggling families. They're choosing to make life harder for the people who do the real hard work in this country. And they're blowing up the national debt while they're at it. Only these guys, Trump and Elon and the MAGA clown show in Congress, could find a way to cut hundreds of billions of dollars in spending on critical and essential programs that help people, and yet still blow up the national debt. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. The American people deserve better. They deserve a government that works for them, and not just the wealthiest elite and those at the top. And I ask my colleagues, have any of you been in your districts lately? Have you talked to people? I mean, real people, as opposed to just political donors? This is not what people want. I promise you, this is not what people want. And Democrats are going to expose this corruption and grift, and we're going to fight like hell to stop it.